Hey y'all, I am so sorry. It says 801. I thought it said 802. I was making uh, I think I missed one. Oh gosh. Sorry about that. You know, when you're looking for blackberry seeds, it's always a good thing to probably wear glasses. I made a blackberry pie today from blackberries out of the garden. So, I had I had seeds in my teeth. Um, but yeah, and look at me, I'm burned. I need the kind of like liver disease light today to kind of tone down that red. Uh, but yeah, I had a great day. I hope y'all did. I hope your week's going great. So yeah, it's been crazy. Tonight's trivia is going to be 60s, 70s, and 80s. I don't think we decided on anything last week, so I figured we would just kind of mix it up this time because I think we've done 60s, 70s a couple times, 80s this winter, and so I figured we'd do a jumble this evening. So, and I will just, hey Mark, how's it going, darling? Darling, loved your jam that you put out this week. That was a great song. I never heard it before. Hey, Mrs. Hopkins, how are you? I didn't know if you were still here because you said you were catching up on my last live. So, yeah. So I wasn't sure you were in the room. But yeah, so, we've been working on the gardening thing and we're changing things up, and it's a process, let me tell you. But we were going to, this one area that's fenced, we needed to level that out because we're going to cover it with landscape fabric, put raised beds on it. But I was like, oh my gosh, the labor that it's going to take a shovel and try and level all that out would be a lot. And what is there? There's conduit and there's also poles that Chris kind of broke out of there. Um, but there was this guy last year on Craigslist. He said $300 for an hour and a half work, and he'd bring a tractor in and plow. Um, but he had a tiller ad this year. I couldn't find the tractor ad, but I found the tiller ad. So I call him because the other thing I was thinking, oh, somebody said there was mulch, $2. Pardon me, $2 a bag at Lowe's, and I was like, well, we could put that mulch down and level everything out that way. But once that decomposes, we'll be back into having divots again, and I don't want sitting water out there if I can prevent it. So I just called this guy. Um, what is he? $50 an hour to till, and I'm like, it's such a small space. Like that would take him no time if he knows what he's doing. And he came over. We ended up talking 4 hours, 15 minutes probably about everything, a million things. And he was the most interesting gentleman. I had a really great time with him, and that's why I'm sunburned. We were standing outside talking, and he's really into gardening and trees, and I don't know. He's my age. He's only a few months older than I am. But yeah, interesting gentleman. But I'm going to have him come back and do some more work when we go to do that big garden. And he consulted me, so I paid him a little extra. But then I turned him on to pawpaw fruit. I turned him on to my little bocchino peppers. He's going to go home and order all that stuff. This guy was a little bit nicer than Mr. Haney. Yeah. His family came from, I guess, Texas, New Orleans, Cajun, French Cajun. In his family, I don't know about the other half. Oh, putting foam on the roof? Yeah. I'm telling you, it's brutal. And, you get the worst when it's like this. It was a breezy day. It was comfortable. It was shorts, t-shirt. But that breeze kept things cool. and you just don't realize that you're getting pounded, you know? And yeah, but it was a good day. I really had a good time with him. I gave him my channel name, so who knows? He may show up and join us for some fun. Who knows? He seemed like he was probably an old hippie. Hmm. So, you all, we have Mark, we have Mrs. Hopkins. Well, we have a few more people in the chat, but I know we have people that just like to watch. And that's great too, because they're always welcome, but always feel free to join in the fun. This is an easygoing group. We like weirdos, we like outcasts, we like everybody. Hey, Simple Life, good to see you again tonight. It was great seeing you last night. Hoogie Boggy, Hoggy Voggy, Vinny, coming in here yapping about weird stuff. What is that all about? That means, how are you in Hungarian? Oh, well, Hoggy Boggy to you too. Is it Hoagie Boggy? Hoagie? Hoggy Boggy? I might have to look that up. You're Hungarian. I've got a Czech background, but far enough back where, I think it was my grandmother's grandfather who came here from Czechoslovakia. We talked about this after the show the other night. I think Vinny was here for that. Because we ended up being on live for 5 hours last week after the game was over. Insane fun. It was mainly just me, Hunter, Benny Loco, and Tom Purcell. And I think some lurkers, which was always good too. So, Benny and Simple Life, you having a good week? Yeah, we love weirdos. Geeks, weirdos, outcasts, outliers, fun people, easygoing people, positive people. So far, keep up the good work, Vinny. Keep up the good work. I did not use Chat GPT, although I was very busy this week, and especially having it Friday and then here again Wednesday. Oh, Simple Life. Bless you. I walk laps after work and I did it in record time today just to make this trivia. Thank you. Oh no. I just whipped down dinner because we didn't sit down for dinner till like 20 after 7. So I do appreciate the effort, but you could have jumped in anytime. Anytime. So I was picking blackberry seeds out of my teeth 2 minutes before we went live, and then I sat down and I'm like, I think I still have a blackberry right there that I missed. I make I had all the stuff's gonna be popping soon here in the next by June. We'll be loading up the freezer with blueberries and blackberries and fruit and all kinds of stuff again. So I'm trying to go through that. But when I make a blackberry pie anymore, I told Chris I just put a top crust on it. I have a glass pie plate and I do all my little magic in the pie plate with the fruit and cinnamon and butter and a little bit of cornstarch, a little bit of artificial sweetener. And I just get one of those cheap crust and roll it over the top. I cut out some cute designs, and it's pie. Oh, and then we had fresh whipping cream, but we didn't even add sugar to that. Not that the blackberry was too sweet; it just didn't need it. Smoothie yesterday, it was strawberries. I know. That's how I'm feeling right now. Hey, Mike. I hope you got my message. That was great timing you putting down a video because I got caught up with this guy that I met today who was here to do work. long story short, my this guy came over to do work, and we ended up talking. I think he was here 5 hours, and I ended up talking with James like 4 of those hours, 4 hours 15 minutes, something like that. But it was a good thing. So I didn't even I'd forgotten to post. I meant to post my live up last night, but I didn't get to it till 5 o'clock today. Would I ever want to raise chickens? No. No, you can go on your city website and look under their codes. It'll say code of ordinance or local code or something like that. They'll tell you what the laws are. A lot of times you can't have a rooster in the city limits. I wouldn't want to do it because I like to travel. And if you're going to travel and you have chickens, then you're kind of, you got to find a chicken sitter. Chris is a good chicken sitter, but and we would watch her chickens, but that's a fur piece to go to sit chickens. But no, I would love, I wouldn't mind having chickens. But if you want meat or do you want eggs or both? Because if I was going for meat, I might do rabbit over chickens. Because also the poop you can use, they're great in the garden. Chicken poop you have to compost and let it age. Hey Ray, how's it going? Good to see you, darling. I'm hoping Dan comes in here for a little while tonight. Oh, you know what's on sale here? Oh yeah, eggs. Oh sure. As long as you think you can find somebody responsible enough to deal with the chickens and who ain't afraid of them and who has a pair of muck boots. Because Chris would go when he was chicken sitting, we ended up buying him muck boots because the rooster would, and I think probably some of the chickens would peck at his feet and ankles. So those big rubber wellies really helped. Yeah. Um, what was I going? But yeah, rabbit poo you can like put directly in the garden. This guy said he had that came to my house. He has a bunch of rabbits. He has deer too. He plants vegetables for the deer. Mm. Yeah, I like your shorts though, Simple Life. Oh yeah, parrots, man. He said his wife has parrots, and they let them fly, and they hang out with the crows, and they have conversations. They always come back home. He said. Uh, but yeah, this guy. We just talked about everything. He was just the coolest guy. So I can't wait to get him back out here to do the big garden. The big garden. So did Simple Life have a son? I'll have to go back and check her stuff. You know, shorts are like that. You don't get notification. It kind of rots. But I think we have a full house now. I think we'll get started. Let's get this party started. All right. Oh, Simple Life, just put out anything. You never know what's going to go crazy. You know, there was that time I put up when we were in Miami Beach, right? And we're on the beach, and I heard the helicopter because I have helicopter ears. I think I feel a vibration first. And I heard this helicopter. So I get out my phone, I get my camera out, and it was just, it was Coast Guard skimming across the beach, right? And it was 22-second video. It got 20,000 views in less than an hour. 20,000 views. It is still my highest ranked short ever. I don't know that I can ever beat that. I would be shocked. Oh, good for you, A Simple Life. You're just cranking it. That's awesome. But you put time into it. Thoughtful. You're very thoughtful in your shorts and the time. And the cat's adorable. Cats and dogs always do well. And that's one thing when I go down to my friend's house and he has a cat and dog, those always do well. The dog better than the cat, though. I will say that, and I don't know why. She doesn't do anything cute, but she is adorable. Yeah, definitely. Please, please post them. Ooh, Simple Life. Is that the one with the cat singing? That's my favorite so far that I've seen. But I know from these comments, I know I haven't seen everything. All right, let's get going. This song was about men. Oh, and remember the topic tonight is 60s, 70s, and 80s. So it's going to be oppressor. 18 wheeler. Oh, I think I did see that one. That was the one with like the eyes and all that stuff. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. All right, here we go. This song was about men with affluent families dodging the draft during the Vietnam War. The song was about men with affluent families dodging the draft during the Vietnam War. Oh, Vinny, coming out strong. Oh, Vinny, we still haven't rescued the rubber burger. We still haven't rescued it. It's still back there behind the sofa somewhere. All right, next. Okay, yeah, covered in dust bunnies. I don't know. Probably because that's a sleeper sofa. So it doesn't get, this room is only an office. So, oh, I'm taking offense. No way. I'm 62. You think I'm going to get on my hands and knees and clean up dust bunnies? No way. That's what my husband's for. That's his job now. I did it for years. So that is his job. I could barely walk today, y'all. Being on my feet talking to that dude for hours got the best of me. Pit stop deodorant. Hey, that was like we had our little teen gang. That was our name, the pit stop. Oh no. We named ourselves after a convenience store called the Pit Stop, and we were the pit crew. That's who we are. We were the badass pit crew. Right, Mike? They're awesome. I love CCR as well. Number 2, in the Billboard Hot 100 50th anniversary list, this Bon Jovi song was named the 46th greatest rock song of all times. 2001, Rolling Stone ranked the song at number 457 in their updated list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. Name that Bon Jovi song. Mike got that one. You got it, Mike. And that's an earworm song too, right? Now y'all be singing it all night, right? All right, number 3. Gloria Gaynor contributed her recent back surgery and the fact that she was still wearing a brace during the recording of the song to the strong conviction vocalized in the song. Hike with Mike, man. See, Mike, I think you have a little bit of a disco side in you. You're not all heavy metal. That is correct. And that song was it was recorded sight unseen by the session players in 35 minutes. I think they spliced 2 parts of that song together and then they did and then put her vocals over the 2 spliced pieces. But yeah, 35 minutes total for the musicians. Yes, indeed. And I think that song was put out before. And Gloria Gaynor was like, no, that's a hit. She was right. She was definitely right. And it made all of us women feel like we were, or did guys feel that way too? You go through a breakup and that song came on and you were like, I'm going to survive, man. I'm going to make it. There's life after love. That's how I was. Oh, Mike. Deep down inside, you know it's true. You do know it's true. Well, Martha, you were a little bit younger than us. I mean, for us that grew up in that era, it was an anthem. It was, yeah, it was an anthem. All right. All right, here we go, Mike. This is probably yours too, but I don't know. Mrs. Hopkins might be getting on this one. Uh, you sounded more like a banshee crying. Oh gosh. As long as you didn't throw like, you know, acid or hot grits or, you know, any of that stuff, that's probably a good thing. No violence in those situations will ever be a good thing. All right, here we go. Ronnie James Dio popularized the Molachio. What is it? Ronnie James Ronnie James Dio popularized the Chichio. I'm probably saying it wrong, but yeah, Mike, you got it. Indeed, you have it. Funny story is he was out gardening, my kind of guy. He was out gardening and he had this giant gnome in the garden that fell over and like tore his finger off like really badly. And he thought he would never be able to do that again. And sure enough, he got a good doctor. And so, you know, the horns live on. But it actually, what it is, they refer to it as devil horns, but it's actually an Italian thing. Hence the Melocchio. It's an Italian thing. It is to ward off the evil eye. So nothing about the devil really. So, and then he also on either side of his casket he has urns, and it has the little symbol on there. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, they just call them devil horns. Call them devil horns, but it is not. All right. So is that 3 or 4 for you, Mike? 3 because Vinny got 1. All right. Number 5, Jake Holmes, a San Francisco songwriter who wrote "Be All That You Can Be" for the Army, "I'm a Pepper," with Sherman Ultra, "Less is More," cha cha cha. I don't even know that commercial. Uh, as well as songs for Sinatra, Lena Horne, and Harry Belafonte. But he also wrote this Led Zeppelin song. Jake Holmes, a San Francisco songwriter who wrote "Be All That You Can Be," "I'm a Pepper," um, Charmin Ultra, "La La 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 La." Nope, good guess, Mrs. Hopkins. Everybody's quiet. Yeah, me either. I think and this is funny. Everybody Google. Now I'll give the answer. It was "Dazed and Confused." Isn't that crazy? And he later actually sued Led Zeppelin. They settled out of court, and I believe now it says plant I think it melody by Plant, words by Jake Holmes or something like that. So I think who's it? Sean Mullins lives around here, but he's actually doing a concert tomorrow down in Milledgeville. There's an author, old author. She's very involved in the Catholic Church, but she was an author and she wrote novels and short stories and stuff. Flannery O'Connor, I believe is her name. And he's doing a free concert at noon in celebration of her birthday down in Milledgeville tomorrow. Hey, Hunter, good to see you. Hey, I called Social Security office today and they said, no, I do not have to sign up for the whatever online thing. But every Social Security expert I've listened to on YouTube confirmed what you said. So I don't know. And then it was what they do it online, but I don't know. It's a mess. I'm still not all the way there yet. But I will be eventually, but it may take 30 days. Well, with our mail, it may take another month or so. Yeah, we all want to know, what does everybody think of Journey? Great vocals. Good band. I mean, come on, they wrote a lot of hits. I'm not going to be like Bimbo at all. And I have seen them in concert. That's crazy, Mike. Have you had a good week, Connor? You doing what you do, Hunter? That's what I love about you. You're a free spirit. All right. This band covered Laverne Baker's 1957 hit Jim Dandy to the Rescue, which reached number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100. Who's the band? Vinny. Jim Dandy to the Rescue. I loved that album. I really did. And I looked at when I was doing my research, I went down that rabbit hole. They have an interesting background, a ridiculously interesting background that I never would have guessed. So when you go to have time, check out the article on Black Oak, Arkansas. And I guess they're still doing stuff, putting music out. 2023, I think they put out a new album. I need to go check that out. Oh, which reminds me, I did listen to DOA, Vinny. And I made the comment on the video, I hope I forget this song on my next flight. Yeah. I did love that album. I always wanted to see them in concert too, because they just seem like they would have a lot of energy at a show. And I think they could have done better. I don't know why they didn't do as well. Don't know why. All right, question number 7. Well, we had 3, 4. Oh, wait, I'm missing points. Oh, that's because nobody got the Jake Holmes. All right, we're good. In 2002, the Carolina Hurricanes used this song by a German heavy metal band alongside their mascot Stormy as the intro for their team, and Stormy plants a storm warning flag into the PNC Arena. What was the name of the song? What? Oh. I had a stupid, what was I thinking with my bonus question here? I'm a bonehead. There you go. Hike with Mike. Rock You Like a Hurricane. After I said they were a German heavy metal band, my bonus question was, and where were they from? Such a sometimes. Good job. Number 8. This song was featured in a movie starring Tom Cruise and a video game. This song was featured in a movie starring Tom Cruise and a video game. The song. Mrs. Pac-Man. Welcome, 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 welcome. I think that was the song on that one. Oh. No. Almost as insipid. I shouldn't say that. That's a beautiful song. No, I don't think there's any pearl necklace in a video game. Is there? Maybe? Danger Zone. Mrs. Hopkins got it. Way to go, Martha. Now, what video game has pearl necklace? And what is Tom Cruise doing with pearl necklace? Was that Eyes Wide Shut? Maybe. Maybe that's where I walked out and I missed that part. How many beers have you had tonight, Hunter? All of them. Let me go blurry again. All right. On the B side, oh, wait, I missed one. Oh, here's a bonus. Who did the song Danger Zone, Mrs. Hopkins? Or anyone else? 7. Isn't that a lucky number? That's a biblical number, I think. Hike with Mike got that one. All right. I don't know why, but I just never associate him with anything that hard pounding. I always think of him as more of a, the footloose guy. Or what was that? The sitting on the front porch. Look ahead. Gotta keep it rolling. Whatever that song is. I always think of that one. Golf movie soundtrack. I hear Tupac's. I've never seen a Tupac show. I just know Tupac from, well, I mean, if you're at YouTube drinking community, you got to be having beers. So you're probably behind the rest of the crew there, Hunter. Oh, Caddyshack. Yeah. Now, what's Tupac doing tonight? And what's he drinking? He's a whiskey drinker, isn't he? Bourbon, whiskey, something like that. If I remember correctly from Boyd Wrestling. A lot of people don't know that I was a wrestler on Boyd Wrestling on the Coachisms channel. I think I was only in 2 wrestling matches towards the end of his video, towards the end of that era. But those were fun Friday nights, man. With a straw. No. Oh gosh. Number 9, the Stevie Wonder song and I don't know what happened with my spell checker, my whole keyboard lately. I don't know if it's Samsung, what happened, but I did an update recently. And let me tell you, I'm like getting double A's, double B's whenever I type anything. I can put escape and it will be extraordinary after that. It'd be escape extraordinary, one word. Where is this stuff coming? I don't even know, but this is what's happened here. I'm glad I read ahead. This Stevie Wonder song includes ladders and broken mirrors. This Stevie Wonder song includes ladders and broken mirrors. Yeah, I'm wondering, Mike, with Mike, if that's what they did, if Samsung instituted or the UI, whatever, if they started doing AI because it is atrocious. Very good, Mrs. Hopkins. Very good. Number 10, on the B side of Breaking the Law by Judas Priest is the song Metal Gods, whose silverware was used to create one of the sound effects. The song Metal Gods, whose silverware was used to create one of the sound effects. Nope. Nope. Spoon Man, come together with your plan. Save me. No, not Betty Crocker. Good answer. Good answer. Thor's. I like Thor's too. Oh my gosh. Y'all kill me sometimes. All right. That's why I had to keep going with the y'all are just such a wonderful group. I just love you all. You just make this so much fun that yeah, that's why I had to continue it, even though I normally only do this during the winter. Okay. No, it's actually Ringo Starr's silverware. So they were recording in a studio, I guess, in his house. And they were looking for, back in those days, they didn't have things that would make special sound effects. So I guess there's um, I don't know the song. I probably know the song, but I don't know it by name because I'm crazy like that. But apparently there's a whooshing sound. And what they did, he had a billiard table. So they took the billiard stick and they were like swinging it in front of the microphone to get that song. And then I forget who did it, the sound effect of the silverware. They were just looking all over for the house for something to make noise with, and they found that silverware and they put it on a tray. And I think he said he must have dropped it like 200 times to get that sound effect. But yeah, so Ringo Starr was the answer to that one. Let's see. What highway were AC/DC on? What highway were AC/DC on? Door stopper. There you go, Mike. I threw in an easy one today. Yeah. Speaking of highways, have y'all ever watched listen to the soundtrack of Lost Highway or seen the movie? That's one of my favorite soundtracks, I can say. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Ringo and Ray Wiley Hubbard. Who's Ray Wiley Hubbard? Was he in Judas Priest? Yeah, the soundtrack to that is phenomenal. And I think who did the I think there's a song on there from what you call it? Pumpkin Instigator. Fiest, I am your fire starter. Your pumpkin instigator. I think there's a song on that soundtrack from them. And I think the main songs are from Bustamante. I forget. Instrumental. But really good. Good, good. Texas outlaw like you. You're not an outlaw, Hunter. You are not. No way. All right. So where are we? Mike with 6, Vinny with 2, Martha with 2. Moving on. This Anthrax musician was also in the teen comedy drama Metal Lords. This anthrax musician was also in a teen comedy drama, Metal Lords. There you go. Mrs. Hopkins beat Mike to that one. Wow. Well, Mike was busy writing a paragraph here. Coolest rock moment I had, worked for Delta. I love Delta. That is my airline. I am so loyal to them. I've been flying them since I was 10. Although British Airways is pretty good too. But Delta's my thing. Robin Zander was checking in with his baby, and I had my first baby, and we talked about fatherhood. Oh, so cool. I love that. Whoever does mainly blues. Yeah, that's your jam. That is your jam, Hunter. Yeah, I thought it was. But like I said, I'm terrible with musician names. I'm terrible with songs. I'm terrible with that kind of thing. Movie songs, titles, blah, 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 all that stuff. Actors, actresses. And here I am doing trivia somehow. Hey, Sam, good to see you again tonight. I know you love those gloves. We had this conversation last night. I bet A Simple Life remembers. No, I still didn't. I'm Sam. I'm not going to go out and buy disposable gloves. No, I don't have any of that. I told you. Remember, I said I used to collect like antique gloves and hats, but yeah, I don't have any gloves. And then we talked about who was it? It was what was his name? Hunter. Who was it that used to come in and ask Bimbo and I if we were wearing satin or if we had any satin nighties or satin underclothes? What was it? It began with a B. Was it Brett or? I was like, no, we live in Florida. She's in Florida. I'm in Georgia. We don't wear that kind of stuff. It's just too hot. We just don't. All right, moving on. Oh, where am I now? Here we go. This song request is often heard at music venues no matter what band is playing. This song request is often heard at music venues no matter what band is playing. Vinny got it. It's so funny that that is just a thing. Too funny, too funny. And how long has that been going on? I mean, that is like right when things get quiet and the band's taking a while in between a song. Yeah. And that's been a thing for what, 40 years, whatever? Almost 50. Uh, I love it. I love it. The music manager, oh, this music manager has worked with the Smashing Pumpkins. Where's my list? Dang it. Coal Chamber, Queen, Gary Moore, Motorhead, Lita Ford, and ELO. Shinerbach. Ooh, the good stuff. Shiner. Oh, yeah. All the time, Mike. Especially, I think too in Florida, growing up in Florida, Skinner was everywhere. Every garage band played Skinner. It was just a thing. This music manager has worked with the Smashing Pumpkins, Coal Chamber, Queen, Gary Moore, Motorhead, Lita Ford, and ELO. Who is that music manager? I can give you a hint that'll really give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. That would be I'll see the punk bands I know, they would just laugh, but the last punk band I saw was 2 years ago in Jacksonville. They get it. They get it. And they're all about our age. So, there's that. That helps. All right. So I'll give you one other band member. So you're going to have your hands on your keyboard because this is going to be an easy one once I tell you this person also was managed by, this person also managed Ozzy Osbourne. So they managed the Smashing Pumpkins, Cold Chamber, Queen, Gary Moore, Motorhead, Lita Ford, and ELO. That's right, Mrs. Hopkins. Woohoo! You got 4. Benny, you only have 3. What's going on tonight? Mike, you got 6. You're doing great. And I think we lost a simple life somewhere. I think she heard what she wanted to hear is that we all like Journey. That made her night. She can sleep well tonight. Number 15. In 2021, Rolling Stone magazine placed this Sam Cooke song at number 3 on the list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. And in 2025, the magazine placed it at number 1 on its list of the 100 best protest songs of all time. Oh man, I got too much pollen today. I'll probably, my eyes don't open very much anyway. Tomorrow they're going to be little slits. I'll be lucky to be able to see. I think I'll take some Benadryl when I get off, which I need to anyway. Nope. No, it's a Sam Cooke song. Did he? Yeah, I guess he did sing that too. Like I said, I'm terrible with that stuff. If I didn't research it and it's not here, I'm lost. It's going to be a change is going to come or a change is going to come. Yeah. All right, number 16. If I had a theme song for my channel, it would be this. If I had a theme song for my channel, it would be this. And I sometimes say it at the end of my shows sometimes. But I'm terrible at outros. It wouldn't be Shaft. Shaft wouldn't be my theme song, but I love that rhythm. Love that rhythm. Come on, y'all can't guess. If I had a theme song for my channel, Looney Tunes. That's a good one, Ray. Blah, blah, blah. What's up, folks? That would be me. I don't have pig ears. Oh, yeah. I don't have pig ears, but it is getting that time. I need to get into my prop shop. What I got in here? Oh, all right. Oh gosh. Huh. All right. All right. And I'm leaving the tag on there. I'm going to be like Minnie Pearl. There you go. All right. Marvin Gaye. Yeah, I think Marvin Gaye was what's going on too. Rock and roll all night. No. It's going to be Take It Easy. Take It Easy. What was that? Marvin Gaye sang What's Going On. You are correct, sir. You are correct. Yeah. Peter, well, I don't know. Peter, whenever I hear Peter, I always think of the best Halloween costume I ever saw. And I think I mentioned it on one of our songs, on one of our shows. And it was Peter Pumpkin Eater. The wife went as a pumpkin, and the guy had a shirt on that just said Peter across it. Loved it. All right. I love you too, Hunter. You're the best. You're awesome. I could see you and Dan doing that, Martha. That would be pretty funny. But if you do it, I want to see pictures for sure. For sure. All right. We're already at number 17. This duet featuring two heavy metal bands is considered the greatest of its genre. This duet featuring two heavy metal bands is considered the greatest in its genre. I never thought I would see the word duet with heavy metal band. But yeah, it is a pretty good song. I'd never heard it before. Oh, the weather's so great, Mike. It is so perfect. I had my tomatoes out there today. I think some of them may have gotten broken because the winds were pretty heavy. But I wear sunscreen because I got a heck of a burn. I know you're going to be in the swamp, but I did get burned. That's okay, Hunter. I love you. I love you, Hunter. This is like that Pee Wee Herman thing. Like you just say that stuff, so I keep saying I love you. Is that what it is? Okay, so it was Motorhead and Girls School, and the song "Please Don't Touch." It was pretty jamming. It was pretty jamming, I must say. And I'd never heard of Girls School before, I don't think. But I did like the female vocalist voice. It's really one of those gruff voices. It was pretty good. So do you know that song, Mike? Did we lose Vinny? Oh no, he's still up here. Yeah, Don Arden is Sharon's dad. He passed away though. She kind of took over for him, I believe. Or stole Ozzy from him, something like that. I kind of remember something like that. Brittany Fox had a I don't know who Brittany Fox is. Have you ever heard of the band Girls School? Apparently they were a female. Well, it wasn't all female though. The lead singer was female. I think the other musicians were male in the band. So there's your homework, Mike. Speaking of homework, did anyone go watch Vandemonium with Ann Magnuson and Meatloaf? The 27 minutes, 11 seconds? Anyone go see that? I did listen, Vinny, to DOA, and then I lost the paper that had the other two bands. The other band was Love. I've not heard them. And the other band, I don't recall. So if you could put that in the chat, and I will do my homework on that. But DOA was terribly depressing. It's on YouTube. Just look Vandemonium Plus. I'll throw the link in. Like I said, for 27, it's so entertaining that when I found it again, I had looked and looked and looked and looked. And then when I found it again, I was shocked that it was 27 minutes because it was so entertaining. And, you know, I'll just tell you, they have a talking bong in this. So you got to go watch it. Uh, Bandemonium Plus. It is 27 minutes and 11 seconds. And you will love it. She is such a great actress. I won't tell you anything about it, but yeah. I could see, Vinny, I only listened to that one song, but I could see where I'd probably like them. Yeah, it was. I don't want to think of that song next time I get on an airplane. Oh, but Blood Rock was who did DOA, right? But the link I just dropped is for Vandemonium Plus. Of course, oh, Martha, if you want to look too, I did drop the link for that. I think it's the only link I dropped. And last week's chat as well. Because, you know, this chat's going to take forever to upload. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen, man, he's grown on me. I never liked him when I was younger, although I did win high school talent contest singing Fire. With the best garage band in Titusville area. Correct. Yeah, I saved it to watch later. Oh, okay, Mrs. Hopkins. Cool. You're going to like it. I think it's a great movie. And it's so 70s. So 70s. You know, because the opening scene, they have one of the big vans, you know, that had the murals on the side. Yeah. My high school boyfriend had one of those. I'm surprised I was allowed to date a guy with a van. But that's not the girl. I had a neighbor who had a van. He looked like Carrot Top, and there was a place down in Orlando, and there were these big hills. It was down by Art Grendel Dodge, and they had these big dirt mounds. So a bunch of kids would go out there on the weekends, and they'd take their motorcycles and you know whatever, and they'd be out there on their bikes on these huge hills. And my crazy neighbor that looked like Carrot Top, uh, he had this custom van. It was plain on the outside, but it was all custom on the inside. And he went up there. He was doing the hoop-de-doos one night. We were like bouncing all over the van, and I was just laughing. I couldn't keep my breath. And then we got up on this one big hill, and the van got stuck there, like just totally stuck. And you couldn't, but it was such a narrow hill that you couldn't get out of the van and walk down the hill. It was bad. So finally, somebody came up with his mudding truck and you know winched up to it and got us out of there. But that was, I'm surprised we didn't just fall over and me die. Dunedin. I want to go back to Dunedin. Right, Dunedin is where the tubing is, where all the springs are. Or is that another D word? I always forget where Dunedin is. But it is the West Coast. I want to see if you do have any video or anything, Mike. See, I lived in Tampa, but I spent a lot of time with my friend Bimbo Barbarella. She was up in Pasco County. So I've been around there, like Tarpon Springs and all that stuff. We even went down to Tampa to do some stuff. Oh, Dunellen. See, I get the two mixed up all the time. I don't know Honeymoon Island. I do not know. I tell you what, though, growing up in Florida, those are the best times of my life sometimes. I mean, now it's pretty good, but dang, I had so much fun as a kid. I was just all over everywhere, riding bike. I mean, I'd ride from Winter Park to the other side of Orlando. I'd be on those pocket parks. I loved all the parks. I've taken my husband back. I videotaped some of the parks I used to go to. That's funny now because my niece is a photographer down there, and she takes photos in that park now, and she didn't even grow up there. Yeah, I think just Florida was just fun. All right, number 18. John Lennon's lyrics in this song were mainly inspired by contemporary newspaper articles, including a report on the death of a Guinness heir, Tara Brown. John Lennon's lyrics in this song were mainly inspired by contemporary newspaper articles. Vinny, woo! Oh, but you like that morbid stuff. Is that how come you knew that? But the one lyric, where they did the pew pew against the head, that didn't happen. The guy just died in a wreck. He was supposed to inherit like $1 million, which, back then would have been a lot, but um, I think by the time he turned 25, but heck, he got married, I think, at 22 and had two kids. So it's unfortunate. He did leave behind a wife and a couple kids. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Mike. It's a coming. It's a coming. Like even the like Lutz area, Odessa, all that area. Now it's gonna go crazy once they finish that. They got the new Moffett Center going in up at Newport Richie on the Sunshine Parkway. It's gonna get crazy up there. It's about to get crazy. Oh, that's funny, Vinny. I don't know, some of their songs, like the later Lennon stuff, especially when he brought Yoko in, not so much. Is that I hate? I think that was hate, right, Mike? I love it because there's like no traffic. Like once I hit that where well, I like coming down 19. I cut across when I go down that area. I cut across 440. Was it 41, 441, 70, 70 something through Fort White County, Fort something. I met this really cool guy there too, Don. He sold us a bunch of sweet corn. Um, uh, but yeah, cutting through there where you go through Trenton, like that agriculture area, watermelon farms and stuff, and cattle. I like cutting over there and then down 19. But last time I went down there, they had me cutting over at Crystal Springs to hit the parkway and then down to Lutz, which was fine. Which was fine. It was a long drive because that time I drove by myself. Road trips are always more fun when somebody else. Oh yeah, that was Bimbo's area. That was the actually Mrs. Hopkins. That was the last time I went down there and saw Bimbo. Yeah. Johnny contacted me the other day, actually, checking in. How's it going? He sent me pictures of Al. Do I still have them? He sent me pictures of Al, said all is well. And I told him, I I think I had just gotten back from Florida, or I was down in Florida. Oh, I think no, I was in Florida. And I think he was kind of hurt because I didn't come see him. So here's Al. Al's looking more like Hunter these days. I don't know if you can see that. But Al's passed out with his box of Cheez Its. I'll always think of Al when I see cheese balls. I was so pathetic that day when they didn't have cheese balls, and he was so disappointed. He's lost more weight, though. Here he's got his beard a little bit more trimmed. But that was Easter. What was that? St. Patrick's Day? I think that was St. Patrick's Day. They all got together and went to a park. So yeah. Yeah, sweet Al. But yeah, Johnny. Oh, it was a going away party in the park. He's joining the Navy, their nephew. Johnny said about the Cheez It picture, he said he needs Cheez Its Anonymous. I should send him some cheese balls down there. Poor guy. Because Cheez Its isn't his thing. He likes cheese balls. All right, here we go. Number 19. We're getting close to the end here. And where are we? Vinny has 4, Mike has 6, and Martha has 4. You got some tough competition, Martha. You're doing awesome. Very awesome. Yeah. Yeah, but it sure does make getting down to Tampa fast. And when my friend Bimbo lived in Newport Richey, but she was doing cancer treatment. She had like cancer 7 times. So she was relieved when they put in the parkway because she could get down there to Moffett in no time. Yeah, so it's very convenient for her. But they're expanding that beyond Tampa now, which I'm excited for because I have friends I want to go see, and I want to go see Rita, and I want to go see Ann Baker. She's a model, actress, YouTube person that I'm friends with, but we've never met. But we're pretty good friends. Mike. Now, I will say, good point my husband made when I told him I wanted to retire to the beach or the mountains before we got married. He said, look, you have more resources in the city. If you can't drive because you're too old, you have cabs, now you have Uber, you have public transportation you can take to get to medical appointments and stuff like that. You have medical transport. You have a plethora of doctors. I mean, and that's a really good point because my dad lived in a place that had a heart attack, and they talked about life flighting him to Atlanta. It was maybe an hour 15 by car, but they wanted to life because they couldn't do anything there. They could not do anything there. So, yeah, they stabilized him and checked him out. Then he went like after to Atlanta, but he was flatlining. He kept flatlining over and over and over. He flatlined for 20 minutes, and they were able to put an external pacemaker on him. But yeah. So I do kind of like city living, but I'm looking at Athens for my retirement. When I go to downsize from here, I'm looking at Athens, Georgia. So let's see. Number 19, Shel Silverstein was a children's author who wrote The Giving Tree, Where the Sidewalk Ends, and A Light in the Attic. He also wrote A Boy Named Sue and his song, and this song recorded by Dr. Hook. Shel Silverstein was a children's author who wrote The Giving Tree, Where the Sidewalk Ends, and A Light in the Attic. He also wrote A Boy Named Sue and this song recorded by Dr. Hook. Now, I wish Leah was here because I know she likes Dr. Hook. She'd probably get this answer right. Right, right, Ray. Those are always so fun. One of my favorite videos is when she said some woman went up to her and told her to dress her age. That was hilarious. That old Biddy was jealous. That's all. And she pulled all that off so well. Do you like cats just walk in the woods and find a place to go? There you go, Mike. Nope, Vinny. No, but that's a good song. That was hilarious. And I hope the old lady heard that too. I hope she said it loud enough to embarrass the person. Nope, not Sylvia's mother. And this song, for obvious reasons, didn't get a lot of playtime on the radio. Nope, no. Sylvia's mother, I did hear on the radio. But this one, not when it came out. No. No. I do love me some Dr. Hook, though. I know. No. And it's not Baby Make Your Blue Jeans Talk. I had to watch that video when did I watch that? Maybe like a month or so ago. I had forgotten they did that video. Baby makes her blue jeans talk. Brain salad sir. No. So the song is Freaking at the Freakers Ball. Have you ever heard it? Freaking at the Freakers Ball. Let's see, lyrics. Blow your whistle and bang your gong. Roll up, sing something to take along. Feels so good, it must be wrong. We're freaking at the Freakers Ball. And that goes on. I can't sing that verse without getting tagged. But I can sing this one. The FBI's dancing with the junkies, all the straights swinging with the funkies, cross the floor and up the wall. We're freaking at the Freakers Ball, y'all. Freaking at the Freakers Ball. Everybody's kissing each other, brother with sister, son with mother. Smear my body up with butter and take me to the Freakers Ball. Yeah, not much airplay in the 70s. That was actually written by this guy, Shel Silverstein, who wrote children's books. He also hung out a lot at the Playboy Mansion, never got married. He died in Miami. I think he was 66. He died in Key West. But he did have a daughter. So the book, Light in the Attic, was written inspired. I've never read it, so I don't know the content, but his daughter was 11 when she died of a brain aneurysm. And that book is kind of a reference to that. And Shel Silverstein also inspired David Allan Coe. Oh, I'll do a bonus point here. What song was David Allan Coe famous for? Since nobody got the point on Shell, what song was David Allan Coe famous for? That's the only one of his I think I know. actually. Silence in the room. It was the perfect country song. Does anyone remember that? Now, had I not been, had I not said it, I would have remembered the lyrics. Where is it? Oh, that's the one. But you don't have to call me darling, darling. Oh no, that's the other song. Why is it never? Why is it not giving me that? They gave me his other songs. That's another song he did. That one I remember. Oh, I know what it is. I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison. It's something about, I think she got hit by a train and then all this stuff. Like, yeah, yeah. So, 2 shows a week? No, Hunter. I have a life, darling. I'm already putting out videos every day. And when I don't put out a video, I go live real quick if I can. So that's why I've had to do the last 2 days, just because I haven't had time, especially this time of year, Hunter. I've got the gardening going on. I still have to. Now I got the garden area tilled. Now I've got to level that. I got to put down weed barrier, and I got to build garden boxes. I got to fill the garden boxes. And I got to plant stuff. And I only have 3 weeks to do that. And when I do that, I actually want to go down to Florida for a few weeks. Maybe. We'll see. That's the plan. I'm going to escape my husband for a few weeks and go to Florida. Is there stuff I've been wanting to do down there and videotape? It should survive the summer, Mrs. Hopkins. Pretty well. If you keep it well watered. I mean, Florida gets up in the hundreds. They have a lot more humidity, though, is the thing. If my orange tree can survive the winters, I think you can make your orange tree survive the summers. I think that'll do fine. Thanks, Hunter. Hey, you know, just hit me up, Hunter. Leave me a message when you want to hang out. Maybe we'll do something. Chris LeClaire has been hitting me up. He's been wanting me to do a live, and I feel bad because I told him not Saturday or Sunday because I'm exhausted from all the work I do. And then Sunday I went live. Oh, when did that happen, Mrs. Hopkins? Oh, man. And who wants to? I want to see more videos of your mom dancing. Like, just put your mom dancing to stuff on your shorts. Uh, but your mom's okay? Hunter. Chris won't get jealous. I'm going to go stay with my male former roommate down in Florida if I go down there for 3 weeks. He just got divorced. So I want to spend some time with him if I can. It was tough on him. Any woman would be lucky to have him. as a husband. His wife's crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. He's a little bit younger than me. He's not as young as Chris, but he's younger than me. But man, he does construction work, so he's up at crack of dawn and works hard all day. He's in management, but still, he's doing that big traditions project. Mike would hate it. I don't know about that, Hunter. Not all of us are perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. So let's see, where are we? Shel Silverstein, and then we went to David Allen Coe. So number 20, this is actually the final. Vinny's at 4, Mike's at 6, Martha's at 4. I don't know. I guess nobody can beat Mike. I don't have a bonus. Name the band who performed the ballad co-written by lyricist John Lang, who is inspired by Khalil Gibran's novel Broken Wings. Name the band who performed the ballad co-written with lyricist John Lang, who was inspired by Khalil Gibran's novel Broken Wings. Name that band. Man. The spelling thing on here is just atrocious. Terrible. Crickets. I said broken wing. Broken wings. Broken wings. Broken wings. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again. All right. So, and actually, that line was also used in the Beatles song Blackbird, but it was also inspired by the book. So there was no beef with Mr. Mister using that line by the Beatles. They were like, same inspiration. We're good with that. And I think the line was, take these broken wings and learn to fly again. So, yeah. So actually, congratulations, Mike. That's the end of the game tonight. That was awesome, awesome, awesome. Very good. Martha, you came in like a lion, girl. You came in like a lion. Your musical knowledge always stuns me. Bimbo would be very proud of you. Very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Of course, Bimbo would know all of these answers. And then she would tell us who all sang in girls' school. And she'd tell us way more about Ronnie James Dio. And, she'd say, well, of course, as always, this band member started here and then they went to there and then that was Bimbo. She knew it all. She was amazing. Amazing. Oh, so the prize. Are you ready for your prize tonight, Mike? I think because Q wasn't able to accept the opened plain unroasted whole natural almond because of her ostomy bag. Yeah, I think this is your prize tonight. This is great. This is great for when you go on your hikes. It has 14 grams of fat and some 6 grams of protein, and you got some fiber there to help clean you out. Oh, I didn't realize almonds had some sugar in them too. 1 gram of sugar for 1 ounce of nuts. That's crazy. I had no idea. You're devastated. Oh no, Hunter. I am so sorry. Vinny wants hamburger helper. No. I think I did hamburger helpers. D's nuts. I think I did. Oh, and who was the other band? The Discords, right? Did anyone go see Discords? The one that Martha Hopkins is in? Mrs. Hopkins is in that one. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Hunter. But yeah, I only did hamburger helper at a friend's house. And I think I was vegetarian at the time, so that was a big turnoff anyway. That was when I was a kid. I'm a meat eater now. Tonight I made what I make. Oh, I had some old cornbread sitting out. I had a red onion that I needed to use. So I made just meatloaf with the cornbread in it for the instead of breadcrumbs and some of the red onion, which I'd never done before. I don't know. I'm just trying to use stuff. I hate wasting stuff. Chris liked it. He's never been a meatloaf person. Did that, mashed potatoes, some collard greens out of our garden, and oh, I made that blackberry pie from the blackberries out of our gardens. The tuna I like. I like tuna and noodle. And I like tuna, macaroni, mayonnaise, and egg. It sounds weird, but it really tastes really, really, really good. Thank you, Vinny. I'll let him know right away. Let's see what his response is. I thought I'd be coughing because I was outside. It's uh, high pollen. The pollen count today was 2,000 and something. And I was out there for 5 hours. After I ate, I was just coughing and coughing and coughing. I'm like, man, it's going to be a rough show. We'll see if he responds. Cheese slices on a hot honey bun. That's kind of like cheese slices on an apple pie and then melted. Hey, I was talking about you earlier, Chris. I was saying I felt bad because you've been wanting to go live. And on this live, I cannot give you a link because this is the YouTube thing, and I think you have to give out the link when you launch. Oh, pop out dashboard. Manage. See, it won't let me click manage. I can't click webcam. At a pop out dashboard. There's nothing there. Channel level. See, there's no way that I can share screen. Yeah. There's no way to share a link once you go live on YouTube. I think there's a way to do it before. I would have to go to my Restream. And I actually haven't been on Restream, Chris, and I'm paying for that. So I need to do that so that we can so that you can go live on your channel and I can go live on mine. I'm paying for that feature. I need to use it. Need to use it. Hunter, I could go live with Hunter too. You, me, and Hunter, that'd be a hoot. But I felt bad, Chris, because you had asked me about going live, and I said, he says, thank you, Vinny. And I felt bad because Sunday I did go live because I was planting and I didn't get a video edited to put up because I had a crazy weekend. Yeah, right. Yeah, you can see I'm red today from being outside. But I felt really bad about that, Chris. But I am better, Chris, with a schedule. If you want to say, hey, let's get together this night, I can do that. It's hard for me to do anything impromptu because I always have stuff going on. So, but yeah, shoot me an email, say, hey, let's go live and give me, if you could give me a date even, that would be great. That would be great. Because my calendar, let me tell you, my calendar is like always. This is my calendar. I got something going on every day. That's smart. A lot of this is Passover, but a lot of it is activity and things I'm doing in April. So, yeah. And then going into May, I've got stuff already. June, other than trivia, June I'm less booked. Yeah. I might be able to do something. Do you want to do now that I've kind of moved this and let's do and you're an hour behind me. I'm looking at I think I can do some time Friday night if you want to do a little time Friday night. Let me know. Let me know, Chris. I love spontaneity, Hunter, but between YouTube and everything I got going on now, that's why I'm not in Florida. I told my friend, I'm like, let me focus on the garden. Let me get stuff planted in the ground. Then I can come down to Florida. I'd love to get back down there before stone crab is out of season. Because it's twice now I've missed out on stone crab. I missed it in November. I bypassed a roadside stand where you could pick up snow crab by the pound, and then I was in, and that was up near north of Crystal River, and then I was in. Where'd I go? Jensen Beach. In Jensen Beach, I had snow crab at a restaurant, and I didn't order it. All right, Friday. What time, Chris? Pick a time. Pick a time. Anytime. And you pick the subject. Are you going to do the agenda? You got an agenda to talk about stuff? Let's do the regular like 8 my time, 7. Or is that cutting into your dinner? Cuz I know y'all eat dinner. You want to do 9 instead? So Debbie can cook dinner and then we go live, give you a chance to eat. I love crab. I bought 2, all I could find. They had crab at Sprouts for 99.99 a pound. And I bought 2 packages and we just had the other package this last week of snow crab. But when it's on sale, I buy it up. All right. Yeah, I want to hear how things are going in your apartment and your new location and what's going on there. That is just so super duper. 9 is fine. Okay. 9 my time, 8 your time, right? Is that what we're doing? Chris Leclerc. Live at, okay, 9 my time. All right. You going to be there, Hunter? Who, me? Oh my gosh. No way. No way, Hunter. I just jumped in the shower, put on my clothes, and met with this guy. I was supposed to meet with my brother-in-law to give him my taxes, and something came up with my sister-in-law. So We didn't get together. You just like my ears, Hunter. That's all it is. You just like my ears. I don't know if we'll make it up to Missouri. That's a little bit far. I gotta do I gotta do all my friends in paths. So Mrs. Hopkins is next. Once we do Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Minnesota, because we'll be there. Minnesota. Since we'll be there, might as well, right? Knock that off my list. And then I want to do the West trip. My problem is if you go in the fall, like when temperatures are more um, comfortable in the desert, the problem is also I want to stop by Camilla Stewart's and it can get snow like without warning. Pardon me, without warning in Santa Fe. Um, and so I'm kind of like I'm thinking spring would be the better time to go out west. Of course, the summer is just so oppressive. And our vacation schedule is changing for the first time in 27 years because Chris's coworker, um, he has a shop at Renfest, and so he manages that. So he has to take off every Friday, Monday, whatever, to do his Renfest restaurant, and then he has the prep before, the cleanup after, and that's like a 3 month ordeal here in Atlanta. Renfest is it's crazy. Um, and then the guy's retiring, even though he has less years in than Chris. He's retiring in December. So I don't know what we're gonna do. But yeah, I got to do the Western tour too. But yeah, I want to get up, spend time with Dan for sure. I thought he might pop in tonight, but he might not have. So anyway, I guess I should close the show. But at least thank everybody for coming. Everybody, I think there are only 5 people in here, 6 people now. But I should have thanked everyone for coming before I started yakking and scheduling stuff with Chris. But that's okay. Everybody knows I love them. I hope. I love y'all. I appreciate you coming. But I'm going to hang out more. I'm going to hang out a while. Or should I wait? You want to just go live now, Chris? I can come out of this one and then go to Restream. Drop you in Hunter a link. I don't have Hunter's email. He's never sent it to me. But I could always go to one of your videos, Hunter, and drop the link. If you want to go live. Just let me know. I am kind of tired though. I had a rough day. My body is. Oh, thanks for dropping my link. Hey Martha, you used my X thing, I think. Did you? I think you put my Positively Games. Oh, but you put the link to my channel. Okay, I see. Yeah. I hated that Twitter would not let me change my account name to Easy Street with Jen. There was no way to do it. I was just irritated as heck. Your lives. Okay, so I'll close out and we can go hang over at your live. How's that, Hunter? Have y'all ever hung out at Haunter's Live? Are you going to be dropping links to everybody? Or are you playing music? His local college station is awesome. I love it. But yeah, I guess I was going to go to that Sean Mullins concert down in South Georgia tomorrow, but yeah, I'm not going to go. I'd have to drive all the way down there by myself. It's like an hour and a half drive to hit a noon concert. And I can see Sean Mullins anytime I want at a paid venue around here. So, because he plays like Eddie's Attic and stuff, I think, every now and then. All right. I enjoyed it too, Hunter. I know you're harmless. I know you're harmless. I love you. But no, I love everybody. So y'all are just great. So, and I always love it when Chris pops in. He and Debbie, but it's better when I get him on camera and I can talk to Debbie too. that's even better. I want to know how she made that pizza the other night. That's what I want to know. I want to know her recipe. That's what I want. Why don't you videotape Debbie cooking stuff, Chris? I know you enjoy her cooking. And do some shorts of it too, or whatever you're eating. People love looking at food. I'm telling you, my food shorts, they get views, man. I haven't done any in a while, but once you start building up, and shorts bring you subscribers. But yeah, I did the hanging Peking duck in Chinatown. This one has over 400 views of the hanging duck in the window. The barbecue duck. You too, Ray. Good seeing you, honey. You take care. Be good. Try to be good. I know it's hard. You know what else happens when you fart? It does leave a little bit of feces in your panties. So, But that is astounding. 7 miles an hour. Vinny, I'm kind of guess that you're probably the kind of guy who's tried to light one before. Am I right or wrong? But yeah, Chris, people love the food videos. Here's another one, 430. Here's another one, 610, 505, 404. I don't believe that, Vinny. I don't believe it. I don't know why. I just don't. Oh my gosh. Vinny, you just have a hot ass. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. I think I read that on the bathroom wall. Oh my gosh, I had to mute that. I was dying. Vinny got a manscape tonight. Oh my gosh. Y'all are too funny. See, that's why I like doing these. And I think we have a really, really, really fun crowd now because y'all make me laugh. You can make me laugh. I love you. Oh, Vinny, I don't recommend smelling down there. You know, are you a contortionist too? Oh gosh. Oh, y'all are too dang funny. All right. So I guess I'm gonna end it there. I guess we'll go play. I'm gonna go check out Hunter. And then I'll probably I wish I had a glass of wine. My body hurts today. Um but yeah, I'll have to watch Hunter sober. I do have some liquor. Chris saved me like 2 ounces of rum from our Barbados trip. Oh, he's got Pegasus over there, Potts. Sue calls me. Yeah. And he's all decked out. Liquor? He's got his look at him, he's got his little what do they call those beard ponytails? That's Hunter if you've never seen him. No soda fountain drinks. I'm not gonna pay the extra. This is what Hunter does. He goes on live and he'll be on live on his like laptop, but then on his phone he'll be on other people's lives talking. I'm like, thank you, Jan. I appreciate it. I'm watching you right now. I see you right now. That's ironic. You're watching me and I'm watching you. We're vlogging the vlog. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. I love you. I'll see you next week on Wednesday. Have a good one. Bye. How do I get out of here? Oh, and love